Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. So I'm back down in Freeze today, and you might recognize some of this because I was here before in another video and I did the trail here at the low water bridge access, but I did it on the opposite side, over there. Today I'm going to walk it this direction and see how far we can get. I don't know how far we'll go. It's threatening rain, so we may get to, we may not. But go take a look and see what we see. So it is in the low 60s today. It feels so much like fall right now. We often say that we get an early fall here in this area, and we might again, who knows. It's probably just a cold front, but it does make us think of fall and fall-like things. There's a lot of fall and Halloween decorations out in the stores right now. I've already begun to see leaves change, so it's very nice. But I'll show you guys what this part of the trail looks like, so that way if you ever get an opportunity to be on it, you'll know kind of what to expect. Now this part of the trail runs parallel to the highway up there, so it's not quiet. You hear all the traffic and everything else. And of course this runs right alongside the river too, and where people are often getting in for tubing and boating and fishing and things. So it can get kind of noisy, especially on holidays or weekends. So if you like the trail for like the seclusion and, you know, the quiet calm, this part may not be where you want to walk. But it is pretty. Looks like they've been doing some weed eating down here. Now, if you stay on this section, it will actually walk you back into the town of Freeze, and you'll come out down at the playground, and down there in the bottom where the restaurants are. So that's where this goes. Give you an idea of your direction here. I don't know how long this section is, how many miles. I'd say it's probably from the store to get there, I'd say probably at least a 3-mile trek, probably. Maybe a little more. But yeah, we're not gonna go that far today. I just don't have the time for that today, as well as the skies. We'll probably maybe go up here to where it goes around the curve at least, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about when we get to there. Got some colored leaves. And I know y'all gonna say, just because leaves are colored doesn't mean it's fall. And yes, I know. But we like to see it. We get excited about fall around here. So not far into the walk, and there's already a seat so you can rest. And we have a bridge coming up. Down there below. When I come back through, I'll look and see if that has any maker markings on it. It's pretty down here. So down there is the road that they built so people could have access into these lots, because they auctioned off these lots recently. I think they are half-acre lots is what they auctioned them off as. So this goes all the way up the river here. Hello. Howdy. Well, one thing about walking today, you're not getting hot. That's for sure. A lot of walnut trees through here. You ever had one of them drop on your head unexpectedly? I have. It's not fun. Again, there's the road. This is pretty straightforward. I mean, it's a full straight on stretch here, so I won't show all of this. As we turn the bend up here, I'll show you guys some more. So I made it around that bend, and it's still just more straight of the same thing. So scenery wise, this section is not very scenic. I mean, it just isn't. I mean, you can halfway see the river, but there's, you know, a lot of overgrowth over there you can see, so you know, you can't really see it full view. And you got the highway on your right, and there's just no real pretty vantage points or anything on this side so far. So if you like the trail for that, this may not be your favorite section. We'll just say that. I mean, it still has its definite benefits, and it's not overly shaded either. There's a lot of open spaces, so if you're walking and it's a warmer day, you're not going to have a lot of that shade that you get in a lot of the other accesses of the trail. So just bear that in mind, maybe, depending on your situation. Like I say, walking in 63, 64 degree weather and clouds is kind of nice. I may have to walk like this more often. See, here's a way in. You can see some of the river out there, maybe. We've got some more bicycles. I have seen a lot of bicycles out here today. Looks like they're working some things out down here. Hi. Hello. I try not to catch people in my videos because you never know if they're going to be in it or not. But sometimes you can't help it. There's the geese down there. Again, we have a lot of geese. And we're actually coming up on where I was going to end, but I didn't realize it was this close, so we might walk a little bit more. And there's more of the geese. See, they love to hang out down there in the bottom. And here's where I actually plan to stop, but like I say, it's not even a mile in at this point, so we will move on further. And this is the big curve. It often floods over here if it rains real hard in that section, but like I said, this is the main highway, and go right that way into Freeze. And those lots are now, some of them lots are RV, so you can see this new RV entrance sign. They put this up just a few weeks ago. There's more geese, and you do have to watch when you're crossing to make sure there's no vehicles coming. And another resting place. We might get a little more scenic here. I don't know. Let's see. I love the cattails. That's what we call them, is cattails. What'd you guys call those? There you go. Yep, cattails. I love these kind of trees. And there's more of the river down there. There's a lot of camping lots and stuff down there. cars back in there. Never know what you might see. And this section of the trail runs behind the Freeze School as well. So if we make it that far, I'll show you guys that. Looks like somebody might be mowing alongside the trail. I don't know. Yep. Looks like they are. I noticed the mowers were with the Virginia State Park Service, so, and I've always wondered if, you know, they maintain like all sections or just some of it, but I guess they do all of it. Here's some more camping areas. I'm not sure how these folks get down here. I'm sure there's a road coming. I think this one up here is pretty. Get around this outbuilding. It's a little wooden structure. That's cute. I've actually seen those at modular home dealerships and things like that before. I think that would be one I would like if I had one. I like that little screened-in porch. And there's somebody's home. And these are houses up here. This is along one of the side streets in downtown Freeze. So these folks could easily just walk out their back door, shimmy down the bank, and right on the trail they go. That'd probably be pretty nice. I don't know, this could be a summer home or something like that, a vacation place. Don't really know. But it looks like that's where you access it, which I did not know was here. So there you go. I guess the road sign is up there. It tells us what road this is, but I think it's the one that cuts down by the Dollar General store. I think. Which, if you're coming into Freeze from Galax direction, you can't miss the Dollar General. Okay, here's another place to rest. And we're about a mile in, so there's lots of places to take a break at if you need it. See a lot of deer prints in the mud. Lots of mud. I'll catch up again in a minute. That's lovely. I think that's a crib myrtle, I believe. And this is the Town of Freeze Water and Sewage Maintenance Department. Those sections here and here. And actually my brother works in that building right over there. Alright, so we have made it to the section that goes behind the school. I've always thought it's strange to have a school right here at a trail when you got kids out here playing, because they come out here to the playground and whatnot. It's just, I don't know, it seems a little sketchy to me. But that's the school. Someone was saying this morning that I think Grayson goes back next week, because that's Grayson County. Now, our district doesn't go back till 2 weeks, so August the 18th. They do got a nice view when they're out here playing, I'll say that. But here's what the school looks like from the back side. And then you got the row of houses up through there on the back side street. You see the dam up there. It's not running today, I don't think. And just up ahead is the end here at the Town of Freeze, or rather, you know, the beginning of the trail at the Town of Freeze, which way, depending on which way you're going. So, and I was totally wrong. That wasn't even 2 miles. So, yeah, I overkilled that completely. This tall grass. Oh, flowers. Those flowers are lovely. Don't think those are wild. Those are domestic flowers. That actually looks a little bit like honeysuckle. I don't think it is though. No, I know what that plant is, I just cannot remember. A pretty little morning glory. A little windy now. I've heard 2 guys with big dogs behind me walking. Now they're gone. I don't know where they went. Maybe live in one of these side houses. These houses are cute. Sometimes these are for sale or for a rental. It's like a summer rental or a vacation. So you may want to check them out. And these pretty little sweet peas. I know they're not really sweet peas, but that's what I call them. I call them wild sweet peas. That is pretty much the end of the trail, y'all, for the part of freeze. There's the geese out there again. It is pretty down here, even on a cloudy day. So we did it. We walked from the one end down yonder all the way back to freeze. Like I say, it wasn't as far as I thought, so it's very doable. So yes, now it's time to walk back. But you've done seen pretty much everything because there wasn't a lot to see. So I'll go ahead and end this video. So thank you all for watching. I appreciate it very much. Thankful for all the new subscribers. It seems like my channel's growing every week. I get some newcomers, so welcome to the channel. If you are new, I really appreciate you being here. I'm very happy you're here. And like I say, I hope these videos bring you some joy and lighten your day. But feel free to comment if you want to. Click subscribe if you will. Like I said, that just helps my channel to grow if you haven't already done so. Give a like if you want to. And I'll see you next time.